Welcome to Over and Under, our playoff edition.
It's the playoffs.
Man, am I glad. I love the playoffs, don't you?
I do too.
I get excited, I really do.
Outside
man.
outside March Madness, this is my favorite time.
Oh, this is my sports-wise. This is my favorite. Period. I love playoff football, NFL. I love it, man. It's with all my heart. I love it.
You can win big, or lose big.
Oh, you can lose big. You can lose big, big, big. Ain't no doubt about that, depending on how you bet. All right, man. Let's move on to our first game right here. The Seahawks versus the 49ers. This is wild. This is the third time they've met this year. 49ers, of course, have won the first two. It's really hard to beat a team three times in 1 year. You know that. You don't very see it happen much anyway.
That's a big spread.
Facing the team, you have to. It has to be a situation like this, playoffs. But it's hard. But I'm still taking the 49ers. I don't like the 9.5. I think the Seahawks are going to hang with them. I do like the under though. I'm going to take the 49ers and under in this game, Justin.
I like that pick. I'm going to take the Seahawks in that 9.5. I think that's a lot. I might even bump that up just a little bit to go over 10.5. Not to get caught by the hook there. But I'm going to take Seattle and give me that 9.5 points. So I'll probably bump it up to 10.5. I think this is a low-scoring game. I would even lean towards that under on that 42. I think it's closer than that 9.5. I really do.
I think you might be right. I think that's why I'm staying away from that right there. I'm just going to take the 49ers and under. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I really do.
I can see a 2014 game.
Yeah. All righty, let's move on to our next game. This will be a good clash of the young quarterbacks. Lawrence, boy, he's looking great.
It's going to be a good game, I think.
And Herbert, oh my God, man. So the first game Jaguars won pretty easily, but don't let that influence your pick on this week because the Chargers were hurt. They didn't have Keenan Allen, they didn't have Williams. They're healthy now, and hey, Khalil Mack is a beast. He hasn't really shown it as far as I've seen, but believe me, he's going to show it in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
I still like the Jaguars, though, man. They're underdogs in this game. I think the Chargers have the better team, but Jaguars are playing on momentum. They got a great coach, and I do not trust the Chargers coach whatsoever, Justin. I think he's an idiot.
I don't either. He left players in last week. Got them. I think they're all starting. They're all playing. They're healthy, but that could have been much worse than it was. They carted off a couple people.
He makes some bad decisions, doesn't he?
He does, and if he does that in this playoffs, they're going home.
I like the Jags, though. I'm taking the Jags, and if you're going to give me 2.5 and I'm at home and I got a Super Bowl winning coach coaching my team, as opposed to an idiot coaching the other team, I'm taking the Jags. Even though I think the Chargers have the better team, I'm taking the Jags at home, man.
I'm going to take the Chargers money line. I think this is going to come down to quarterback play. Hopefully, the coach does not overshadow how good Justin Herbert is. I think he's going to be the best quarterback in the NFL in the coming years. I really do. I think the Chargers win this. I'm going to take their money line. Trevor Lawrence is playing the best. He's the best quarterback playing right now. In the last 4 or 5 weeks,
he is playing really good.
I think that defense gets to him. Now, this is going to be his first big game, so to speak, his first playoff
in
game.
NFL, because he's had a lot of big games
in college
and high school.
NFL's a total different animal.
Sure is.
I'm going to take the Chargers money line. I think they win this game. That 2.5 points. This is a pick'em game. I'm going to take the money line.
I tell you what scares me in this game is Khalil Mack. Like I said,
I feel that defense gets after
if he has
Trevor
a game
Lawrence.
that he's capable of doing, it's going to be hard to beat the Chargers.
I would even lean towards under that 47.5. That's a lot of points.
It really is. I'm taking the Jags, and you're giving me 2.5. All righty. Let's move on to our next game. This is a sad situation because I really wanted to see the Tua and Allen go head-to-head again. Dolphins versus the Bills. Dolphins are 13.5 point underdogs in this game. That's a lot into the playoffs. My God,
that's really a lot.
But I mean, look, Skylar Thompson, you say is starting. There you go. So I like the Bills in this game. I love the Bills and under. I don't think Dolphins are going to score much with this kid, but I could be wrong. But I'm taking the Bills and under in this game.
I think a lot of games this week is going to go under. I really do. It's the playoffs. You don't see high-scoring games in the playoffs. Bills are my team to win the Super Bowl. I picked them to begin the year. I'm going to stick with them. I hate that Von Miller's out because the Bills are the favorite if Von Miller is healthy.
That was a big loss, wasn't it?
That was a huge loss. That anchored that defense, really. Josh Allen has to clean up. what he's been doing the last 2 or 3 weeks, or they're going to be in trouble next round. I really think so. I'm going to take Buffalo's money line. I think they win this handily. You're not going to catch me on that 13.5. So I'm going to be safe, and I'm going to take Buffalo's money line.
Hey, I'm pulling for the Bills. You can see I'm wearing a Bills hat, supporting my buddy who's a Bills fanatic. You know, I like the Bills. I watched all 4 Super Bowls that they lost. And that first one, I think it was in 1992 when Norwood missed the field goal. They should have won it. They should have won a Super Bowl, and that city deserves a Super Bowl. It really does. And I hope the Bills deliver for them. But it's going to be tough, I think.
It is. That AFC
Von Miller,
is stacked.
I think you hit it right on the nose. That loss of Von Miller, that was a big loss, man. And I don't know. I don't know, but I'm pulling for him. But in this game right here, like I said, I like the Bills. And
this is a lock, I think. I'll take the money line.
All righty. To me, this might be the best game of the year in the playoffs so far, I think. This is going to be a good game. The Giants and Vikings. It's intriguing to me.
I think it's going to be surprising.
Is
the word I'm going to use.
I think the Vikings need to be on upset alert right now. I really do.
They really do.
I'm taking the Vikings to win, and I'm going to drop. They're favored by 3 right now. I'm going to drop that, pay to drop it to 2.5, and I think it's going to be a close game. But like I said, if they better be on upset alert, because if Kirk Cousins has one of them bad games that he's capable of having, it's going to be curtains for the Vikings, I think. But I like their chances. They're playing well. Jefferson's been lost the last couple of weeks, hasn't he? What happened to him? I mean, broke all kind of records that we might hear from him.
He might have a big game.
Yeah, I hope he does. But I'm taking the Vikings, and like I said, I'm going to drop it down to 2.5.
I'm going to take the Giants and take that 3. Vikings have lost. They've won a lot of close games this year. I think there was a couple, maybe even 3, that they should have lost. They should have never beat Buffalo. That was a wild anomaly game that you'll never see again.
It was a wild game.
When they get beat pretty handily too.
They do.
And they worry me. Kirk Cousins really worries me. And this is the playoffs. This is prime time. He never delivers.
Never does. You're right about that.
I'm going to take the New York Football Giants, and you can give me that 3 points. I think this is an upset.
Well, I hope they can pull that monkey off his back. I hope they win. I really do, the Vikings. But like you say, Kirk Cousins, you never know, man. We'll see. All right, let's move on to our next game. Another sad situation. If Lamar Jackson's not going to play, Ravens versus the Bengals. Bengals beat them last week, 27-16. They're favored by 10 this week. I'm staying away from that because it's playoffs. OverUnder is 40.5. I'm going to take the Bengals and under. I'm going to go under that 40.5.
Under that?
Yeah, I'm going to go
I
under.
can see that. I always take, if it's 40 or below, I always take the over, but Tyler Huntley's starting for the Ravens. I don't see this as a close game. Last week it was not even 27-16. It wasn't even that close. Ravens come on, scored a touchdown or so late. I think the Bengals win this handily. 10 points, though, is a lot of points for that spread. I'm going to be safe with it, and I'm going to take Cincinnati's money line.
All righty, let's move on to our next game. This game right here,
This is
out of
another
all
wild
of
one.
them, this is a wild one, and I'm not betting it at all as far as
probably won't
picking a winning team. But I do love the under in this game right here. Cowboys versus Bucks. Bucks beat them the first game of the year, wasn't it? 19-3. Can't go out.
Seems like years ago.
Ancient history. I thought Brady and the Bucks were going to take off. That first game didn't happen. Cowboys looked horrible last week, didn't they, buddy?
They did. They caught me.
They looked horrible.
I added them on the end of a parlay for no reason whatsoever. They caught me.
Yeah, they didn't look too good. If they go in there and play like that this week, they will get beat. I think they're going to win, but like I said, I'm not going to bet either team to win. I'm just going to bet the under in this game. I love the under, 45.5. I love the under. They both got decent defenses. I think Cowboys are going to pressure Brady quite a bit. He's probably going to struggle a little bit. That's usually when he does struggle is when he's pressured a lot. So we'll see. But I never bet against him in the playoffs, and I'm not going to start now. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the under.
I took Tom Brady all year. I can't take him this week. I think last week's performance is that the line is that low because of that. I think the Cowboys win this handily. I think Mike McCarthy slows this game down, limits Dak Prescott. They run the ball for some. They got down early last week and totally went away from the run. Cowboys win when that defense is playing good and they're running the ball well. Opens up some things for Dak Prescott. I think they win this. That 45.5, I would pump that up, maybe a field goal, and go with the under. But my pick, I'm going to take Dallas's money line.
I tell you what, these two teams, you never know what you're going to get, do you? I mean, you really don't, man. Cowboys, they blow my mind. They look
as
great.
far as betting wise, I'm staying away from this game.
They look great.
I think Dallas wins this.
They look great at times, and at times they just look horrible, man.
Very inconsistent.
Prescott better come through for them. He's going to have to prove that he's going to have to earn that big paycheck he got, man. I mean, he hasn't in the playoffs so far, so we'll see what happens. But like I said, I love the under in this game, and
I like the under.
I can't
I
wait
think
to
the
watch
Cowboys
them.
win this, though. I really do.
Well, they better. I'll tell you that. They better. All righty, man. That's it. And I want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank you for supporting us this year. We really appreciate it. We need 7 more subscribers to reach our little goal.
There.
We're almost there. I think we'll get them because I want to return next year and do this again. I love doing it. It's a hobby, and it's exciting, and I like helping people make some cash if I am. But hey, thanks again, and hit the like button, share, subscribe, and hey, we're gonna do some NBA playoffs, I think.
We
and
do March Madness.
We're gonna do March Madness, so we're gonna be on the air.
We might even do a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Give you our favorite picks of the week for various sports. I think so.
I had a little parlay I wanted to give y'all. Take it. Good. If not, good too. But here's what I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna take the Seattle 49ers game. I'm going to take just under. I'm not picking a team to win, just under. If I was going to pick, it would be the 49ers. And the Chargers-Jags game, I'm taking the Jags. And the Dolphins and And the Vikings and Giants game, I'm taking the Vikings. I'm dropping it down to 2.5. This is a four team parlay. And I'm taking under in the Bucks. $25 will bring you $297 back.
My parlay that I'm going to bet this week, I'm going to take the Seahawks 9.5. I think that game's going to be very close, within a touchdown at least. I'm going to take the Bills money line. That's a lock. I'm going to take the Bengals money line. That's a lock. I think those 3 games, I think that's what I'll bet this week.
All right, that sounds good. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share, and help us get our goal, please. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend and good luck.